too gonna go to sleep. I promise you, boy, don't play with me. I pray to God my soul to keep. Especially this day and age, gotta handle shit our own way. With a 30-30 horse 12 gauge behind this door, your hell awaits. My old lady, she rides too, picking up every shell case, mopping up these blood stains, but she ain't seen a damn thing. Most of my people are convicts, hard-headed, no nonsense, so please approach with caution. You never know who's watching, you never know what's on the other side of that front door, and you knocking might step out like motherfuckers get to dropping. All the neighbors heard was the dogs barking, the sun was down, it was getting dark, and I told the sheriff it ain't no problems, man, I was just taking out the garbage. So if you don't mind, please excuse me, I'm with the family trying to watch a movie. I'm sure you got better things to do, so I'll let you go and get back to duty.
Coming in, and now you're backing out. It's hard to talk big with a shotgun in your mouth. Glad you brought your friends, they can watch it go down. I got mine too, so welcome to my house. Cause these are my people, and this is my land. And this is what we pray for, and this is God's plan. From here, then you won't understand. This is my country. This is who I am. So welcome to my house. Lord have mercy. Lord have mercy. Lord have mercy. Lord have mercy. So welcome to my house. Lord have mercy. Lord have mercy. Lord have mercy. Lord have mercy. So welcome to my house. Lord have mercy. Lord have mercy. Lord have mercy. Lord have mercy. So welcome to my house. Lord have mercy. Lord have mercy.
Well, race fans, welcome back to UltimateDirtTV for the 410 Wing Sprint Car portion of the AFSR 410 Wing Sprint Car Series here at the Limaland Motorsports Park here tonight. Track has already been run in. We're about to go qualifying here tonight at the Limaland Motorsports Park, and we'll see some cars come out onto the speedway. First car to come out onto the racetrack for tonight will be Xavier Simmons in the number 11 machine. So just waiting for, actually, that's right, because I have it off. So qualifying currently underway right now here at the Limaland Motorsports Parks. Currently quick time, Josh Barry with a 10.695. Scott Reed back there in the second position with a 10.719. Justin Wright, third quick. As cars start to time in on the speedway. Tyler Bish now quick time with a 10.625 on the racetrack. As he'll head back to the pit area, Danny Vassell, Braden Shute goes quick time in the 76 car with a 10.621. So we're just waiting for a few more cars to bang in some lap times. Danny Vassell just out on the speedway at the moment. Tristan Cornford out there as well. He's 30-second quick out there at the moment on the speedway with 11.108. As Brett Wheeler now decides to come out onto the racetrack in the 56 machine. Speedshot51.com, Racecraft Simulations, number 56 car. Goes through the top turn in turns 1 and 2, down the back straightaway to turns number 3 and 4. Stays up on the high line out of turn number 4. And bangs in a lap time, 37th quick with 11.486. Into turns number 3 and 4. Runs the low side of the speedway out of turn number 4. And can he go any quicker? Yes, he does. Up to position number 23 with a 10.893. So well done to Brett Wheeler out on the speedway. 23rd quick here tonight at the Limaland Motorsports Park. So we will go into heat racing very shortly. And we will have a few heat races on the program for tonight. We'll quickly check out your qualifying results, though, on the racetrack. And with Braden Shute going quick time, 10.621 over Tyler Bish. Josh Barry, I think Sam Stride, Harry Stewart, Clayton Davies, Scott Reed, Danny Vassell, Trent Gosley, and Alan Sollett, your top 10 cars. Heat race number 1 about to line up on the speedway. And it's going to be Braden Shute in the 76 car to his outside. The number 11 machine got Valvoline on the sideboards for tonight. It is Harry Stewart. Trent Gosley in the MF Racing number 4 will start from position number 3 to his outside. The High Octane Sim Sports number 38 of Brady Baldwin. Position number 5 with the 68 car of Brad Sanders. Position number 6 will be the 96 car of Nathan Norman. Position number 7 will be the 64 car of Ayrton Smith. Position number 8 will be the 15 car of Jacob Croker. Position number 9 will be the 7 car of Alex King, and Alexander Magro in the 82 car will start from position number 10. So 10 cars on the speedway. 8 laps is the distance for heat race number 1 and across your heat races for tonight. We are set to go. Yellow lights will go out on the speedway. And we'll get set to go this time by 8 laps again is the distance. Braden Shute, Harry Stewart on the front row. Let's get set to go racing, though, here at Limaland Motorsports Park. 8 laps on the board, 410 wing sprint car action. We're green. Down to 1 and 2. Stewart through the middle and takes the race lead through turns 1 and 2. Down the back straight away into turns number 3 and 4. Stewart runs the bottom side of the speedway. Holds off a fast charging Brady Baldwin at the moment through turns 1 and 2. Baldwin on the top side of the speedway trying to get all of the horsepower down in that 410 wing sprint car run, the transport equipment hire. High Octane Sim Sports number 7. Down the back straight away into turns number 3 and 4. Ducks through down on the low side of the speedway to turn number 4. Tries to battle for the race lead. Can't get the job done though in turns number 3 and 4. Tries again in turns 1 and 2. Couldn't get the job done once again, but Harry Stewart leads the way in the Valvoline number 11 car. Down the back straight where they run this time by. Now 4 laps left to go in heat race number 1. Out of turn number 4. Down the main straightaway now. 3 laps left to go. Baldwin still there. So too Braden Shute down the back straightaway. Here comes Baldwin again. Once again to the inside of Harry Stewart. Can't get the pass completed for the race lead. Into turns number 1 and 2. They go. Braden Shute caught the wall there in turn number 1 and 2. And that unsettled the race car big time, though. Meanwhile, white flag is out for heat race number 1. Brady Baldwin gets it all crossed up in turns 1 and 2. Lost a lot of ground to the 11 machine of Harry Stewart, but he'll get the job done in heat race number 1. The Valvoline number 11 machine will take the win in heat race number 1. Good job to Harry Stewart, as we will get your results up for heat race number 1. There it is. Harry Stewart over Brady Baldwin, Nathan Norman, Trent Gosley, your top 4. Brady Baldwin, Jacob Croker, Brad Sanders, Ayrton Smith, Alexander Magro, and Alex King to round out your 10 cars. Heat race number 2 about to line up on the speedway, and it's going to be Tyler Bish for Allure Esports. The 41 machine will line up out of pole. Onto his outside will be the 50 machine of Clayton Davies. Alan Solert in the 17 car will line up out of position number 3 with Aston Hurley, also for Allure Esports. Will line up at the 99 car from position number 4. Daniel Boyd, the Vortex Sim Sports, LCJ Carpentry, Speedshot51.com entry. The 79 car will line up out of position number 5 with Stephen Haley. The TB Motorsports number 60 machine will line up out of 6. Ivan McKenzie will line up the 07 car from position number 7 with Scott Price. In the 88 car out of position number 8, Tristan Cornford. In the 84 car from 9, and Hayden Vickers will line up the 39 car from position number 10. So once again, 8 laps is the distance for heat race number 2. Pace car pulls in, 410 wing sprint cars, 900 horsepower. We're set to go. Green flag is out. Even launch down to turns 1 and 2. Oh, Tyler Bish didn't have the start that he wanted. Yellow flag is out. With what should be a complete restart. So Tyler Bish looks like he will regain the top position in the Allure Esports. Horsham Off-Road Isuzu backed, number 41. So we will get set to unleash these guys once again. The 41 car of Tyler Bish looking to get a better start this time by, and does so. The 41 machine straight to the top side. Runs middle part of the speedway in turns 1 and 2. We got a big crash once again down the back of the bus. And we are yellow. Caution on the speedway for heat race number 2. Looks like a few cars out of the race in this one. Hayden Vickers, Scott Price, and Ivan McKenzie were your victims in that one. So we'll get set to re-rack them and restack them once again here, race fans, for the AFSR, Australian Fixed Setup Racing 410 Wing Sprint Car Series live here tonight at the Limaland Motorsports Park. Daniel Boyd still back there in position number 6 at the moment, contested earlier on today in the Miller Family Trucking Water Thunder Esports League. As the cars will line up in 2x2 formation. Be sure to watch Daniel Boyd out of position number 4 on the outside of row number 2. Cars jump back on the gas. We go back to green. Down to 1 and 2 they go this time by. Tyler Bish leads down the back straight away to turn number 3 and 4. Here comes Clayton Davies with a slide job in turn number 3 and 4. He'll take the race lead. They go wheel to wheel in turn 1 and 2. Daniel Boyd now up to position number 3 on the speedway. Down to turns number 3 and 4 this time by. Davies. They go nearly 3 or 4 wide through turns 1 and 2. Aston Hurley had to back out of that one. had to jump on the binders big time, but Daniel Boyd drives right on the top side of the 41 machine of Tyler Bish. Now looking for the race lead to turn number 3 and 4. Boyd, now with 2 laps left to go, trying to track down your race leader right on the renerve bar of the 50 machine. Is the 79N of Daniel Boyd. Down the main straight, they'll run this time by. White flag is out for heat race number 2. Looks like Daniel Boyd's going to settle for second position in heat race number 2. Down to turns number 3 and 4 for the final time. And it's going to be Clayton Davies with the win in heat race number 2. Daniel Boyd will come home in second. Tyler Bish third. Aston Hurley will round out your top 4. Your official results for heat race number 2 up on your screen. Clayton Davies gets the job done over Daniel Boyd, Tyler Bish, Aston Hurley, Stephen Haitley, Alan Solett, Tristan Cornford, Hayden Vickers, Scott Bryce and Ivan McKenzie rounding out the 10-car field in heat race number 2. Heat race number 3 about to line up on the speedway. And it's going to be Josh Barry in the TH Transport Equipment Hire High Octane Performance number 49 machine. Out of position number 1 to his outside with the 27 car, Scott Reed. Lachlan Phillips will line up the 30 car from position number 3 with Xavier Simmons in the 11 from 4. Bailey Freed back for another round in the 5 machine from position number 5 with Brett Wheeler in the Speedshop51.com Racecraft Simulations number 56 machine. Out of position number 6, Nash Granger in the 22 from 7 with Brett Garatis, I think it's pronounced. In the 42 car was lined up out of position number 8. Alan Tacken in the 23 car from 9. And Jason Crawford in the field for tonight. In the 12 machine will line up out of position number 10. So it'd be good to see how Jason Crawford goes in this one. Be sure to catch JSI Sundays live here on Ultimate Dirt TV. So we're set to go for heat race number 3 on the speedway. Again, 8 laps is the distance. We're set to go. Out of turn number 4, Josh Barry and Scott Reed on the front row. We're green. Into turns 1 and 2. Reed on the top side. Powers down the back straightaway. Into turn number 3 and 4. Big crash down the back straight. We are yellow on the speedway. Looks like Xavier Simmons. Into turns 1 and 2 it was, and I'm pretty sure Brett Wheeler copped a piece of the action with that one as well. Yep, sure did. Upside down goes the 56. And Xavier Simmons took a big lick in the 11 car, and Brett, you should know out of anyone, mate. You can't park on the speedway. So Josh Barry will restart on the pole position. Scotty Reed back there in position number 2 at the moment. Nash Granger in position number 3. Lockie Phillips in position before we go back to green. With 410 sprint cars, heat race number 3. With 4 laps left to run in heat race number 3. Down the back straight they go to turn number 3 and 4. This time by. They exit turn number 4 down the main straightaway now with 3 laps. Well, sorry, as the time ticker goes back. We're actually working lap number 3 of 8 on the speedway. We got, again, a massive crash in turn number 3 and 4. So we are back under caution lights with 4 laps left to go in heat race number 3. So cars will line up behind the iRacing.com official pace car. And we will get set to unleash them once again. So pretty sure we might have another heat race after this one. So as the pace car pulls off, we go back to green flag racing. Josh Barry in the transport equipment hire. High Octane Sim Sports number 49 goes down the back straight away into turns number 3 and 4. This time by, now with 3 laps left to go. Into turns 1 and 2, down the back straight they go into turn number 3 and 4 this time by. Scotty Reed back there in the 27 car. Holding it down at the moment for second. Near back to Alan Tacken, the 23. Back there in position number 3 at the moment. Jason Crawford up to position number 4 on the racetrack. Down to turns 1 and 2 they go once again. Crawford back there in position number 5 at the moment with... We're going to call him Brett G on the speedway. Brett Gerardis, I think it's pronounced. Gerards. Is it? Someone will have to correct me on that. So, heat race number 3 is done and dusted. Josh Barry is victorious in heat race number 3. We'll get your official results up onto your screen right now. Josh Barry, Scotty Reed, Alan Tacken. We're going to call him Brett G on the speedway. Jason Crawford. Then you're back to Bailey Frid, Lachlan Phillips, Nash Granger, Xavier Simmons, and Brett Wheeler. Unfortunately not finishing the race here tonight. In heat race number 3. Heat race number 4 about to line up on the speedway. And we've got Sam Stride in the 28 car from position 1. Denny Vassell will start on his outside. J-Dub, Justin Wright in the 78 car will line up out of position number 3 with Blaine Densley in the 29 car will start from position number 3. You get back to Boyd Bowden in the 26 car will start from 5 with Bradley Vaughan in the 16 from 6. Daniel Stevens will line up the 3 car from 7 with Matty Reid in the 46 car from 8. Evan Taiaroa, I think it's pronounced, in the 35 car will line up out of position number 9. And Brock Lewis in the 10 machine will line up out of position number 10. So we are set to go for heat race number 4. Again, 8 laps is the distance here tonight for heat racing competition. We're set to go. Pace car off the circuit. Green flag is out. Good even launch. Down to turns 1 and 2. Got 1 car already into the safety catch fence. In turns 1 and 2. And that was Evan Taiaroa. Unfortunately, stopping on the back. We'll come into a slow pace on the backstretch, and we are cautioned on the speedway with only 2 laps in the books. So we will re-rack them and restack them and get set to go once again here on the speedway. So we will unleash these guys. Danny Vassell is your race leader. Blaine Densley back there in second. Sam Stride in position number 3. Matty Reid in 4 at the moment. So we will get set to re-rack him once again. Justin Wright back there as well in position number 5 on the racetrack. The Cabworks Kitchens. LJR Racing. Number 78 machine on the speedway as we go back to green, down to turns 1 and 2, and Danny Vassell, like a bullet at a gate, down the back straight away into turn number 3 and 4 this time by. Working lap number 4 right now of 8. We've got 5 laps left to go in heat race number 4. Down to turns number 3 and 4 this time by. Down the main straightaway they go. We got 1 car around on the bottom side of the speedway. We are caution yellow on the speedway, and that is Justin Wright. Around on the bottom side of the racetrack. So, not the way to start the night for J-Dub in the 78 machine. Rolling around there, down towards the back of the bus at the moment. So, good to see him out on the speedway as well for tonight. Got the Power Plats presentation logo rocking on the car. So, hopefully he can work his way back up into a transfer position into tonight's A-Main directly from the heat races. As we'll go back to heat race number 4 on the speedway. Back to green flag racing. Now with 4 laps left to go in heat race number 4. We've got another car around on the top side of the speedway. And Danny Vassell will lead the way. Blaine Densley looking for the race lead in turns number 1 and 2. Down the back straight, they go wheel to wheel in turn number 3. Out of turn number 4 this time by down the main straight where they'll go. Danny Vassell will still lead with now 2 laps left to run in heat race number 4. Down the back chute they run now into turn number 3 and 4 this time by the white flag flies as the doctor's jacket is out for heat race number 4. Down the back straight away to turn number 3 and 4 for the final time. Here comes Densley with a slide job, but Danny Vassell will win heat race number 4. Good job to Danny Vassell, taking out heat race number 4 tonight. Well done to the 97 machine. As we'll check out your results for heat race number 4 on the speedway. Danny Vassell, Blaine Densley by 0.089 at the line. Boyd Bowden will come home third. Then you get back to Evan Taiaroa. And then you go back to Matty Reid, Justin Wright, Brock Lewis, Bradley Vaughan and Daniel Stevens to round out your 10-car field. We're going to take a look right now at your first last chance qualifier to get into the big dance for tonight. And it's going to be Hayden Vickers and Nash Granger off the front row. Then you go back to Brock Lewis and Alexander Magro, in the 82 car from 4. Scott Price and Xavier Simmons on row 3. Bradley Vaughan and Alex King on row number 5. And then you go back to, on row number 4. Then you're back to Ivan McKenzie and Brett Wheeler in the 56 machine. He's going to be hopefully hauling all of the males in the 56 car. And Daniel Stevens will line up out of position number 11. In this one, 12 laps is the distance for C-Main competition here tonight. We'll quickly check the transfers. It is top 2 from the C-Main through to the B-Main, and then the top 8 through from the B-Main to tonight's A-Main. So 12 laps, top 2 through to tonight's B-Main, and we'll find out who those top 2 will be in 12 laps time. We're green. Hayden Vickers leads us down to 1 and 2, down the back straight away this time into turn number 3 and 4. Down the main straightaway they'll go. Vickers on the top side of the speedway, trying to work his way through. Down the back straight they run. Into turn number 3 and 4. Granger back there in second at the moment. Then got Brock Lewis strong on the heels of the Granger car into turns number 1 and 2. Down the back straightaway, Vickers gets a little bit sideways. We've got one car around. And that was Brock Lewis. Alexander Magro now moves up into position number 3 on the speedway. Nash Granger on the top side of the speedway. Absolutely blistering down the walls right now here at Limaland Motorsports Park. Down to 1 and 2 they go. Down the back straight away. And we are yellow. Caution on the racetrack. Brett Wheeler up to the 5th position on the speedway, after starting in the 10th position tonight in tonight's C-Main. So a bit of alphabet soup racing for these guys here tonight. Very cool looking race car for Hayden Vickers in the 15 machine. So we will get set to unleash these guys once again here at Limaland Motorsports Park for the 410 sprint car portion of tonight's proceedings. So with only now 2 races left to go on the program for tonight. After tonight's C-Main. We get set to go back to green flag racing here at Limaland. Green flag is back out. Down to turns 1 and 2. Vickers through the middle. Lost a couple of positions down the back straight away into turn number 3 and 4. Margro now. The 88 machine. Now up to position number 2 on the speedway. Running the top side. Here comes Brett Wheeler. Wheels on the bottom side of the speedway. Down to turns number 3 and 4 this time by. We're going to go yellow. Big crash in turn number 3 and 4. And question will be, will Brett Wheeler get to hold down the 3rd position on the speedway? Or will he have to hand it back and work for it in that speedshot51.com racecraft simulations? Number 56 car. Again, a big thanks to all our sponsors here on UltimateDirtTV and also for AFSR. So I can't thank the guys enough for their continued support here on UltimateDirtTV and across with the Australian Fix It Up Racing League as well. So very cool stuff that Danny Vassell puts on for these boys to run high horse-powered, methanol-breathing sprint cars. Pushing just on 900 horsepower. And also pretty cool to see the wingless cars out there for tonight as well. We go back to green flag racing though. Here at Limaland with Nash Granger. Your race leader down the back straight where they go this time by to turn number 3 and 4. Granger on the top side. Here comes Magro as well. Brett Wheeler moving up into position number 2 right now on the speedway. Running the bottom side of the racetrack. Looking for the race lead to turn number 3 and 4. Here comes Brett Wheeler. Oh no, gets tagged by Alexander Magro. And Wheeler will go upside down in turn number 3. Wow. That is not the way you want to end your night here tonight. And I dare say that I reckon race control will be looking at all over that one. And yep, I reckon Alexander Magro being sent back to the pit area after contact there with Brett Wheeler in turn number 3 and 4 as we are back under amber lights here at the Limaland Motorsports Park. We should be getting set to go once again. So unfortunate for Brett Wheeler not making it into tonight's big dance here at Limaland. And he'll be watching on, having a can of Coke and a meat pie a little bit later on up in the stands. Be sure to buy some merchandise. Down to turns 1 and 2 they go once again, back under green light conditions here at Limaland Motorsports Park, and Granger on the top side once again. Down the main straight where they go though with white flag flies. Contact in turns 1 and 2. Down the back straight where they go, this time into turn number 3 and 4. And that was between positions 2 and 3 on the racetrack. But Nash Granger, with no issue at all, taking out tonight's C-Main. Absolutely ripping the walls down here at Limaland tonight. So we'll take a look at your official results for C-Main competition. Nash Granger will move on along with Bradley Vaughan. Then back to Alex King, Brock Lewis, Hayden Vickers, Brett Wheeler, Alexander Magro, and you got Scott Price, Daniel Stevens. Then you're back to Ivan McKenzie and Xavier Simmons in position number 11. Your grid right now for tonight's B main, and this is going to be a big one. Braden Shute and Stephen Haley on row 1. Jason Crawford and Matty Reid on row 2. Jacob Croker and Alan Solid on row number 3. Bailey Frid and Sam Strider on row number 4. And then you go back to Brad Sanders and Tristan Crawford on row 5. Lachlan Phillips and Justin Wright, J-Dub in this 78 car out of position number 12. And then you go back to Ayrton Smith, Nash Granger and Bradley Vaughan, your 2 C-Main transferee cars, to start from positions 14 and 15 respectively. So this will take the top 8 race fans, 12 laps, top 8 through to tonight's A-Main for our 410 sprint car portion of tonight's AFSR Australian Fixed Setup Racing Series. As we'll get set to go green this time by the green flag in the air. Braden Shute and Stephen Haley on the front row. Let's go green. Down to 1 and 2. Shute. Very smooth on the bottom side to turn number 1 and 2. We've got 2 cars around in the middle of the pack. 1 car upside down as well in turn number 3. I believe that may have been... I think Justin Wright was involved in that one. As we will line these guys back up once again and get set to go. Here at Limaland. So Braden Shute, your race leader. Over Stephen Haley right now. Jason Crawford back there in 3rd. And then you go back to Jacob Croker, Alan Solid in position number 5 at the moment on the speedway. So we'll get set to go back to green flag racing this time. As we do, back down to turns 1 and 2. Shute on the bottom side of the speedway. Stephen Haley back there in position number 2 at the moment. Position number 3. And got Jacob Croker on the top side, on the bottom side at the moment. Sorry, that's Jason Crawford in the 74 car. Into turns number 1 and 2. So we're receiving all of the text messages at the moment. We've got 1 car going upside down in turn number 1 and 2. And I believe that may have been Jacob Croker. So we will get set to let these guys loose once again. Braden Shute is your race leader. Jason Crawford in the 12 machine back in position number 2 at the moment. In the JSI Sim Racing number 12 car. Back there in position number 2. Stephen Haley in 3. And then you go back to Alan Solid. Brad Sanders in position number 5 in the 68 machine. Sam Stride in position number 6. So after taking out tonight's wingless portion, Braden Shute now finding himself in tonight's B main. Into turns number 3 and 4, they'll roll. This time, set to go racing. Back down to turns 1 and 2. Green flag is back out. Down the back straight away, they'll run this time by Lockie Phillips. Looking on the top side of the speedway to make his way back up into a transfer spot to get into tonight's A-Main on the top side of the racetrack. Meanwhile, Braden Shute back up at the ranch. in the Ryco Motorsports number 76 machine. Back down to turns 1 and 2 this time by. Not many laps left to run in tonight's B main. Through turns number 3 and 4 they'll run this time by. Now with 3 laps left to go. 4 laps left to go, sorry. Here in tonight's B main. Down the back straight where they'll run this time into turns number 3 and 4. Shoot. Now with 3 to run. Here in tonight's B main, down the back straight where they're going to turn number 3 and 4. Braden Shoot opened up a bit of a commanding lead right now. About a 1.3 second lead over Jason Crawford. Into turns number 3 and 4. Braden Shoot will collect the white flag this time by. Into turns number 3 and 4 for the final time. And Braden Shoot will win tonight's B main. Coming home second is Jason Crawford. Third to Sam Stride. And fourth will go to Stephen Haitley. Remember, it was the magic number of the 8th and final transfer position into tonight's feature race. So we'll count the top 8 cars from tonight's B main. Braden Shoot, Jason Crawford, Sam Stride, Stephen Haitley, Nash Granger. Then back to Brad Sanders, Matty Reid, and Alan Solar, your top 8. Unfortunately, from 9th through to position 15, they will have a adult refreshment or a can of Coke a little bit later on. Well, race fans, tonight's A main is on the starting grid right now, and starting from position number 24 will be the 17 car of Alan Solar. Position 23 will be the 46 car of Matthew Reid. Position number 22 will be the 68 car of Brad Sanders. Position 21 with the 22 car of Nash Granger. Position number 20 with the 60 car of Stephen Haitley. Position 19, the 28 machine of Sam Stride. Position number 18 will be the 12 car of Jason Crawford. Position 17 will be the 76 car of Braden Shoot. Position number 16 will be the 35 car of Evan Taiaroa. Position number 15 will be the 42 car of Brett Garatis. Position number 14 will be the 99 car, for Allure Esports. That is Aston Hurley. Position 13 will be the MF Racing number 4 of Trent Gosley. Position number 12 with the TJS Sim Sports. Number 26, machine of Boyd Bowden. Alan Tacken for United Sim Sports will line up out of position number 11. Tyler Bish will line up the 41 car from position number 10 with Nathan Norman in the 96 from 9. Blaine Densley and Scott Reed will line up on the outside of row number, on the inside of row number 4. Then back to Daniel Boyd, Brady Baldwin, Danny Vassell, Josh Barry, Clayton Davies, and Harry Stewart. Your pole sitter for tonight. We go green here at the Limaland Motorsports Park for tonight's 410 Sprint Car A main. Down to turns number 3 and 4 for the first time, and Harry Stewart leads the way in the 11 machine. Into turns 1 and 2, down the back straight away. We are yellow, yellow, yellow on the speedway right now. So cars will come back down to a slower pace. So we will get set to re-rack them once again here at Limaland. And we'll unleash these 900 horsepower 410 sprint cars once again here at the Limaland Motorsports Park, and we are set to go. Clayton Davies and Harry Stewart on the front row. Back down to turns 1 and 2, and Davies, like a bullet at gate, takes the race lead into turn number 3 and 4. Down the main straight, they'll run. Here comes Daniel Boyd, though. Boyd in the 79 machine tags the ball in turn 1 and 2. And he's lost a whole bunch of positions in the 79 car. Cars all over the racetrack at the moment. Into turns 1 and 2 they go. Tyler Bish is in the mix as well. In the 41 machine. Braden Shute already up 11 positions so far tonight. Here in tonight's A-Main. Biggest mover so far already for Braden Shute. You know he's going to be wanting to go for a clean sweep here tonight. Taking out quick time, so to taking out heat race number 1 victory. And also looking to take out tonight's 410 sprint car A-Main. So we will unleash these guys once again. Here at the Limaland Motorsports Park with only... We'll have 6 laps in the books. We'll see if the time ticker is going to play a game with us or whether we will go to lap number 7, which will give us 24 laps left to go here in tonight's A-Main. Yes, we do. We go to lap number 7. Clayton Davies on. No. Braden Shute. No, sorry, that's Denny Vassell. Locked up in the wall in turn number 1 and 2. And that is not the way to end your night so far, race fans. Wowee. As we will go back up front with your race leader, Stephen Haitley, with a busted race car on the racetrack. That is not the way you want to be, Stephen. Yes, thank you. Down the back straight they'll go this time into turns number 3 and 4. Clayton Davies, without caution, yellow on the speedway. So under the caution lights once again. Here at the Limaland Motorsports Park, Clayton Davies is your race leader. Then you're back to Harry Stewart in position number 2. Tyler Bish in position number 3. Braden Shute up into the top 4. I'll tell you what, race fans, this is going to get good with these top 4 guys going at it on the racetrack. So as the pace car pulls off, we go back to green flag racing out of turn number 4. Davies back down to turns 1 and 2. He's going to be looking for vengeance after running second in tonight's 410 wingless sprint car A-Main. Down the main straight, they'll run this time by now with 19 laps to go. Here in tonight's A-Main. Down the main straight they go. Another one lap in the books. Oh, bit of contact there in turns 1 and 2 between Harry Stewart and Clayton Davies. Into turns number 3 and 4 they'll run this time. Braden Shute now looking for the race lead and takes it comfortably down the back straightaway. Into turns number 3 and 4. And again, the battle that we saw in the wingless sprint A-Main has now resumed in the the wing 410 sprint car A-Main between Clayton Davies and Braden Shute on the speedway. Here comes Harry Stewart as well, back up into the second position. Stewart catches the wall with yellow with 15 laps to go in tonight's 30-lap A-Main. Not the way to end the night for Matt Reed. I do believe was the cause of the caution in that one. So as we'll get set to unleash them once again here, race fans. Pace car will get set to pull in once again. Braden Shute and Harry Stewart on the front row. This is your restart order. Clayton Davies and Tyler Bish on row number 2. And then go back to Boyd Bowden and Blaine Densley in positions number 5 and 6 on the speedway. Let's get set to go back to green flag racing. Now with 14 laps left to go in tonight's A-Main. Down to 1 and 2. Davies looking on the bottom side of the speedway. Down the back straight they run to turns number 3 and 4. Davies went for a slide job. Didn't make it work though. Got all sorts of tangled up in turns number 3 and 4. Stewart, though, following Braden Shute on the top side of the speedway. Meanwhile, Harry Stewart with a slide job on Braden Shute. Couldn't get the job completed, though. Shute takes the race lead back, and we are cautioned. So, we will get set to unleash these guys once again. So a few cars out for tonight already. And some big names at that as well. Boyd Bowden. Sam Stride out as well. So too Alan Tacken. Aston Hurley out. So we will get set to go back to the green flag this time by. And we're still hitting the just above the high 11 second bracket in lap times on the speedway. So we'll get set to go back to green flag this time out of turn number 4. Resumption of A-Main racing so far here tonight. Harry Stewart takes the race lead out of turn number 4. Down to 1 and 2 they go. Stewart leads. Now down the back straight away to turn number 3 and 4. Now with 10 laps left to go as they cross the stripe. Caution on the speedway. Yellow flag is out. And these guys will be looking to get these last 10 laps in the books. So let's find out who's going to take out tonight's A-Main. So Braden Shute back there in position number 2 at the moment on the speedway. Clayton Davies in position number 3. Let's find out who's going to take out tonight's A-Main now with 10 laps left to go. Here in tonight's A-Main, Stewart sets sail down the back straight away to turn number 3 and 4. On the top side of the speedway goes Harry Stewart. Braden Shute follows him in the 76 car. Down to turns 1 and 2. Shute goes mid-track in turn 1 and 2. Goes back up to the high line in turn 3 and 4. Down the main straightaway now with 7 laps left to go. And we are caution yellow on the racetrack. So we will go back to 7 laps to run on the racetrack. So Harry Stewart is your race leader. Then you go back to Braden Shute, Clayton Davies, Tyler Bish, Trent Gosley, Daniel Boyd, Jason Crawford. In the top 8 tonight. Scotty Reed back there as well. In the 27 car. Let's find out who's going to take out tonight's 410 Sprint Car A main. You're seeing it live here first, race fans. Down to turns 1 and 2 with 7 to run. Down the back straight they go to turn number 3 and 4. Stewart on the top side of the speedway. Braden Shute follows win turn number 3 and 4. Down the main straight now with 6 to run. Into turns 1 and 2. Down the back straight they go, this time by to turns number 3 and 4. Stewart on the top side of the racetrack now with 5 laps left to go. Here in tonight's 30-lap A-Main, 25 laps in the books. Make that now 26 in the books as we now got 4 laps left to run. And Harry Stewart setting sail down the back straight away into turn number 3 and 4. Just under half a second in it as they cross the stripe. Into turns number 1 and 2. Braden Shute looking to repounce for the race lead. Into turn number 3 and 4 they go this time by with 2 laps left to run. Here in tonight's 410 Sprint Car A-Main, and Braden Shute with a slide job nearly parks it on the snout of the number 11 machine. And we are caution yellow is on the racetrack. So which means that will give us a 2-lap dash to the green flag. So Harry Stewart under siege big time from the 76 car. You saw the slide job. Braden Shute went to pull in turn number 3 and 4. And he was going to make it work as well. They're going to go a 2x2 formation. Those should be single file restart. I would believe for this one we're inside 10 laps. Harry Stewart has the reins over the field. Gets back on the gas. Down to turns 1 and 2. Green-white checker situation here, race fans. Down to turn number 3 and 4. Here comes Shute with a slide job. Into number 3 and 4. Didn't make it work, though. Back down to turns 1 and 2. Shute moves up the speedway. Harry Stewart has all the power into turn number 3 and 4. And Harry Stewart will win tonight's 410 Sprint Car A-Main. Well done to Harry Stewart. Braden Shute will come home second. Tyler Bish third. Clayton Davies in the top 4. What a run tonight for your 410 Sprint Cars. Good race for Harry Stewart and a good couple end of laps there. We will check out your final results for tonight's 410 Sprint Car A-Main. Harry Stewart gets the job done over Braden Shute. Tyler Bish back there in third. And then get back to Clayton Davies in position number 4. Boyd Bowden to round out your top 5. And then go back to Jason Crawford. And a good run for Crawford tonight as well in that JSI Sim Racing number 12 machine. He'll come home in the top 6. Scotty Reed back there in position number 7. Then back to Nash Granger in 8th. Blaine Densley in position number 9. Brady Baldwin will round out your top 10. Then back to Josh Barry, Aston Hurley, Nathan Norman, Brett Garadas, I think it's pronounced. Someone's going to have to correct me on that one. Then back to Trent Gosley, Alan Sollett, Matty Reid, and Sam Stride, your 18 finishers. And when you look back down the pack, with Boyd Bowden in 19th, Alan Tacken 20th, then back to Stephen Haley, Danny Vassell, Evan Tyre, Rower, and then you go back to Brad Sanders in the 24th position here tonight. We're going to go down now to Victory Lane and chat with our top three here tonight. We'll catch up with... We'll wait for Tyler Bish to jump into the Discord. But meanwhile, we will catch up with our second place runner here tonight. As we'll bring him down into the booth with us. Home in position number 2 tonight is Braden Shute. And Braden, mate, well, you took out the wingless sprint car portion. Now you're up on the podium once again for the 410 sprint car portion, mate. Well done.
Thanks, mate. It's good to be on the podium. First week in the sprint cars for AFSR, and it's good to get on the podium, get some good points, and try and get some good momentum going into next week.
Mate, obviously talk about next week. It's going to be a big week as well again with the big blocks back on the program, and so too the 410 sprint cars. But hey, mate, good run so far, obviously to cap off the night here with the 410 sprint car portion. But mate, good job overall. We know, Braden, there's a lot of good people on this race car, mate, that you like to thank, and things of the above, mate, they get you on the track each and every week.
Yeah, just send it Sin Sports boys for all their help. Atlantic Oil, Hops Trenching and Boring, Sydney Computers, AH Insurance, Transport Media, CD Cinematography, Ryko Setups, and just everyone else behind the scenes that let me do this and everything else. Thank you to all them.
Well, there it is. Braden Shute, mate. Well done on position number 2 here tonight.
Thanks, mate.
Well, there it is. Braden Shute home in the second spot here tonight. We're going to catch up now with Tyler Bish, home in position number 3. Well, Tyler, mate, we spoke to you earlier on tonight after the wingless sprint car portion, and we said we'll hope to see you back up here. And, well, you are, mate. Position number 3, not a bad way to cap off the night with 410 sprint cars.
Yeah, no, definitely not, mate. I did not expect to get 2/3 tonight, but I'll take it.
Mate, a good run overall. Talk about the racetrack and how the race handle obviously went for you overall. Obviously, the track was pretty tough out there.
Yeah, no, it definitely was. You just had to sort of stick it up high, be careful on the throttle, and just don't make any mistakes. That was pretty much it.
Yeah, obviously we know these are sprint cars, mate, a lot of horsepower. Mate, talk about, obviously, going into next week, it's going to be a big week again, obviously with big block modifieds and 410 sprint cars back on the program. But, hey, mate, it's going to be a big week. And, mate, well done on position number 3 here tonight, Tyler. Mate, we know there's a lot of good people on the race car that you'd like to thank here for tonight's efforts.
Yeah, mate, I'd just like to thank Horsham Off-Road, UltimateDirtTV, Velocity Race Designs, Decal Evolution, CD Cinematography, obviously yourself and Brett for obviously putting this broadcast on for the league. That can't thank Brett and yourself. There's no words. Thanks for coming on board and broadcasting it for us all, and obviously Danny and AFSR for bringing back this awesome league. It's great fun.
Mate, it's an absolute pleasure to be here with you guys and to do this with 410 sprint cars, because I think out of everything else, mate, this is my favourite class. But I think pretty sure that everyone will agree with that. Mate, Tyler, well done on position number 3 here tonight, mate. We'll see you back next week, mate. Well done.
Yeah, cheers, mate.
There it is. Tyler Bish home in position number 3. Obviously a very well-spoken young man. Home in position number 3 here tonight. Well, race fans, this guy, good to see him back on the podium and on the top step. Driving the Valvoline number 11 machine is Harry Stewart. And Harry, mate, well done on tonight's efforts here for the 410 sprint car portion of tonight's AFSR series. Mate, what a way to cap off the night. Obviously, between you and Braden there was a lot of respect on the racetrack, but obviously a lot of hard racing as well.
Yeah, I sort of just knew how fast Braden's been the past probably 6 months. So, just got a bit lucky on a restart. Got a good start and then sort of got sliding and Braden got the wall and I beat him to the line and then we had a yellow like we did almost every other lap. So, just sort of saw what he was doing at the end of that race, cutting down in 1 and 2 and luckily Alan Tacken, who unfortunately got taken out, he told me what he was doing and I did that and I knew it was pretty hard to pull off a slider. I couldn't do it couldn't actually pull it off and pass them, so I always got passed back. So just tried to, I don't know,
Mate, talk about the racetrack. Talk about the race car. Obviously, the track was pretty tough out there tonight, but obviously, between you and your race team, what sort of setup changes did you guys make between the heat race and the feature tonight?
Well, the track was pretty slick as it usually gets here, and just tried not to hit the wall like I did in the non-wings. So, feel like I did that, and not as much as I still hit it, but just not enough to tip me. So that was good. And I just sort of pulled the wing back at the end there, and that was pretty much it.
Mate, talk about your real-life racing program for a moment. Obviously, a lot of rain up in Queensland right now, so that's obviously playing big effects with you guys up there at the moment.
It is. It's sort of, I guess it gives us a little break. I'm lucky enough to be driving a sprint car this year, so haven't really been in the compact much, only 3 times, and had some fun doing that. It's a lot. It's cruisy and all that, and sprint car's just cool. It's a lot of I use a lot of iRacing skills to sort of get me around, and
Well, mate, well done on taking out the win here tonight for the AFSR 410 Sprint Car Series, mate. Well done. Harry, a lot of obviously we know, mate, a lot of sponsors on this race car that get you and your team out here every week, mate, so now's the time to thank those people.
Just thanks to everyone at United Sim Sports, Alan for being in Discord, and Alan Solid, everyone on the car, Valvoline, Nat Rod Radiators, Titan Garages, KCLD Cleaning, and Danny for putting it on and all his admin help, and you and Brett for broadcasting.
Well, there it is. Harry, mate, well done on the win, and we'll see you back next meet, mate. Well done.
Cheers.
There it is. Harry Stewart home in position number 1 here tonight. Well, race fans, that will bring us to a close here for the 410 Sprint Car portion, and here on Ultimate Dirt TV here tonight. We'll see you guys back very soon for another stream. My name is Matt Bailey. Until next time, we'll see you guys then here on Ultimate Dirt TV. Good night.